know a lot of us in here are affiliated with the military in some way. For example, we have Tim here, who is ex-military 20 years, and Brittany, who is currently a combat medic in the Army and also an Army wife. There's nothing in this world that can prepare us for the journey that we'll go on while being affiliated with the military. My journey with the military started 5 years ago when I became a military spouse. When I first got married, nobody gave me any new military spouse advice or told me what to expect. Today, I would like to share with you some of my insight and advice that I have on what comes with the territory of being a military spouse. I'm going to be talking about why making connections is so important, why you should never expect your family to understand, why deployments are so hard and ways to cope with them, and reasons why I think the military will help you become versatile. First, let's start with the importance of making connections. The biggest thing that you could do for yourself as a military spouse is to just get out there and find people that you can make connections with. If there is one thing I've learned, it's that you can be the most social person, but if you don't find people who understand the challenges that come with the military, then those connections won't be as beneficial for you. Other military spouses are going to be your biggest asset. Don't get me wrong, civilian friends are awesome, and personally I have a lot of them, but they don't understand what you are going through like another military spouse would. Now that you are aware why it's so important to make connections, let's cover why you should never expect your family to understand. More often than not, you are going to be living far away from your family, whether that's in another state or another country, and you're going to be moving all the time. I mean, all the time. This means that you are not going to be able to travel and see your family often, just very occasionally, and really only when the military deems it okay to go. Personally, my family doesn't really understand this. They think that we can just grab our things and go whenever we want, but that is not the case. Military life changes at a moment's notice, and you should expect your plans to change quite frequently. Although they might not get this, it is very useful to know that the military spouse community is very supportive, and every new place that you go, you will find a new little family for you that will understand this. The main reason why I think it's so important to make these connections is because of the challenges that come with deployments. Now, deployments are hard. They are very hard. Anybody who tells you otherwise, I don't believe is being honest. However, they are inevitable. You can't really do anything about them. If there was anything I wish somebody would have told me, it would be this: how I could emotionally and mentally prepare myself for them. Some things that I have learned that have helped me cope with them is, one, limiting expectations on communication, because you won't be able to talk to your spouse every day and there's really nothing that you can do about it, so you should set that expectation in place. Two would be to seek support from other military spouses. This is why I think it's so important to find other military spouses that you can connect with, because when deployments come around, this is a good time that you might need them to lean on. And three, try to look at the bright side of the situation. What I mean by this is use this time to focus and reflect on yourself. Go out there and do things that you have always wanted to do for yourself but have otherwise not taken the time to do. Deployments, they are never easy, but for me, setting these expectations in place and trying to look at the situation in a different light is what has helped me survive them. Despite all of the challenges that the military brings, it has also helped me become versatile, and I think it will help you become versatile as well if you ever were to become a military spouse. The ability to be versatile is probably one of the most positive traits that you will acquire being a military spouse. The military life will throw many different obstacles your way, and you will learn how to adapt to them. The military life on its own is a whole other life, and I believe it helps you grow and become a strong individual just from the experience. Now, there are many things that I still don't know about being a military spouse, but I think that the things that I do know and that I have shared with you today are things I wish I would have known when I first became a military spouse. Most people will probably agree with me, but there might be others that have different experiences than I have. So yeah, if there is any words that you can take from me today, it would be that you may not ever get used to this life, but you will definitely get through it. Thank you.